Hey folks, how's your Saturday going? So another sunny day here in good old Petawawa, Ontario. Not looking too bad outside, so I figured let's get some ASL going on Saturday. Now this scenario is going to look familiar. First things off the bat, apologies for that. I realized after I posted um, the post that this scenario looked a lot familiar because I just played it in December. So live with counters, and didn't turn out too good for the Germans. I was about, I think, 2 or 3 VP shy of achieving victory. On Scenario Archive, this one still has, I think, a 19 to 13 German to Russian victory count, so it still favors the Germans somewhat. I'm going to see if I can help the Russians out a bit, the way I tend to defend. We'll see how that goes. Let's look at the SSRs. Uh, Crucible of Steel historical battle rules. The only one that applies are the sparse orchards, which basically are treated like out-of-season orchards, so they're hindrances. Even though they are in season, they're basically just hindrances, so it doesn't really matter very much. No wind, obviously, at start. That's nothing new there. Mist is an effect for 3, 4, and 5, and it's increasing intensity, which means +1 at ranges 6 or less, and then from 7 on, multiples of 6, it's going to be a +1 increasing, so 2, 3, and so forth, which is going to suck for those turns, try and get close. It'll be good for the Germans to get close up to the Russians, but by that time, I'm going to be right in their face anyways, so it's really not going to matter over much, I don't think. Prior to Russian setup, I have to make some shell holes, and which I haven't done, obviously. I'm going to do that right now. The orchard's already down. Trench and wire can only be set up hip in concealment terrain. I just put them down because I'm playing solo. Both sides can do hand-to-hand. I do have 7 Stukas, which come in pre-start after setup. And I did set up the Russian heavy in AA mode, as well as there's a hip 37 here in AA mode as well, which is per the scenario card, has to set up in AA mode. So they have 2 chances of blowing the Stukas out of the water. Everything is set up concealed. It's going to be difficult to get a sighting task check anyways. And if they do, I'm going to have 2 chances to blow them out of the air. So we'll see how that goes. And then we start the game proper once those 7 attacks go off. DMs and pins stay on, but everything else comes off. And then I also have a chance to put down 4 smoke counters, which will deviate 1 hex when they hit. And then lastly, Germans are elite for special ammo, which only really applies to my 2 dismantled 81 mortars that I have to drop a lot of smoke, which I'm going to need because you can see all this open area that I have to cover. All right, so first things first, let's do some shell hole creation. Let's start. Let's use this hex right here, and we're just going to use that as our location for 6 random die rolls. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. All right, so we have to we have that white die rounding down. 4 for 1, 3 for 1. Nice little cluster, 1 for 1. 6 for 2. 2 for 3. If it lands in a wood, it is re-rolled. All right, so we'll have to re-roll that one, and then 4 for 1, so we'll have to re-roll that one. So we'll have to re-roll 2 more. 1, 2, 2 for 1. So that is a sparse orchard. It's going to have to re-roll that one. And 5 for 2. So this guy here. And then we'll do 1 more. 4 for 2. That guy right there. All right, so that's our shell holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing 1. 1 for 1. 6 for 1. Alright, that's our shell holes. Now we'll put our Stukas down. And like I said, we have 7 chances of hitting something. We'll do them one at a time. And they'll have a couple of AA shots so they can take us out. Now, like I said, everything's concealed. One thing I'm thinking of doing is trying to drop a 200 on the pillbox. It's going to be difficult to blow it up, but I do have 7 chances. On the other hand, I do want to pin a lot of units so that they're not going to be able to whack me. So maybe I'll just start with this guy here. And I do a sighting task check. So that might be good. It's a base 8, but they're going to be concealed. So let's look at what I need to see. Nothing applies. Yeah, that works. All right, so that guy's going to be seen. So we can hit him up with our halved firepower because he's concealed. So it's going to be a 2 flat, 2 up 2. Not going to be anything, but he will be pinned because of the screaming effect. I do have a chance to blast him out of the air. I should have forgot before I do that. Let's unhip this guy. Get rid of that. And let's blast him with some AA fire. This is a 37 long, which I think is on the 8 IFE. And we do have a +2 because of the Stuka. So let's see if we can get him. Well, yeah, okay, well, this plane is dead. So that pin didn't happen. And we did roll a 2. Rate of fire is a 3, so we still have rate of fire. Okay, let's try it again. Setting task check. So we're still good. Rate of fire, let's try it again. Alright, this time we are out of rate of fire. And that's going to be a miss. So I could fire the heavy, which would be on the 6. But that would be 2, 4, 6, 8. So it's still going to be in normal range. Remember, arrow fire is doubled, so it's going to be in normal range. So it's still going to be on the 6 column, which means I'm going to need a 6 plus 2. It's going to need a 4 or less to get a hit. Yeah, let's try it. We'll need a 4 less to get a hit. Alright, so no hit from that guy. The Stuka's MG attack needs a 2 up 2. 6 on the 2 is a pinning, so this guy will lose his conceal. And he'll be pinned automatically. Sniper attacks are NA because of the SSR. And then we'll come over the hex again. We'll hit him up again. This time it'll be a full 4 up 2. And then we'll drop a 200 on his ass. Boom. That's a miss. And this plane is done. Okay, that guy's pinned. So now we'll do another guy over here. Do I want to do the gun? I get VP, by the way, for... I never went over the victory conditions, so let's discuss that. I need to get 18 VP. I can exit off the north edge to the right, or I can get 1 VP for each hill hex, of which there's 21, level 2. Or I can get 2 VP for each gun, of which they have 3. That's destroyed, captured, or malfunctioned. So getting 2 VP off the start by dropping a bomb on it might not be a bad idea. And if I can destroy it, it's one less thing I have to worry about when I take the hill. I think the best bet is to take the hill and not necessarily run off the edge. Getting 8 VP, 18 VP, I've only got 14 squads. So that's 28 VP. But again, I'm going to lose a lot of guys crossing this open ground, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to have left. So I think I'm going to attack his gun. Let's get the sighting task check. That's probably going to be a fail. Good old planes. Yeah, Chapter E. Quite versatile, but it's hit and miss. So basically what you do is there's two types of ways of attacking. I did a video on this, by the way, so you can see it on my channel if you want to go for it. But in essence, there's two ways to attack. You can do a point attack or a... what's the other one? Strafing attack. Ground support attack or a strafing attack, I think, are the two types. Stukas let you do basically a point attack where all your attacks, you have two attacks, go into one hex. Normally, when you do a ground attack, you're going to attack from 4 hexes away, and you're going to strafe as you go, and then you're going to drop a bomb. Or you're going to strafe 4 hexes in a row, drop a bomb kind of thing. With a Stuka, you're coming in almost vertically. You're going to attack the same hex twice with machine guns, and then you're going to drop a bomb, which is what I'm doing. But like I said, I coarsely explained, but I did make a video of that. The first thing you have to do with a plane is you got to make a sighting task check, which I rolled a 10, which is horrible. You use the morale of the plane, which is an 8 morale. You can just see on the counter here. I should probably be zooming in. But you can see the 8 morale. You use that as a base. You look at your modifiers. So not entirely concealed is a -2, which is good. I think that is the only one that is applicable right now. It is not in any kind of terrain. Yeah, so it's going to be a -2, which, because it's not entirely concealed, means that 10 is going to work. Now, the problem, and this is where aircraft get hinky, is if you roll an 11 or 12 especially, you do what's called a mistaken attack, and your plane will mistakenly attack your own guys. Your opponent can take it. He'll move it to one of your guys that's closest to where your target was, and he'll end up attacking your own guys with your plane. And if you have an aerial observer spotting OBA for you and he does a mistaken attack, that FFE is landing on your own guys. So you got to be very careful with what you decide to do your attack with. You want to make sure the odds are in your favor whenever possible. But again, like I said, I made a video on that there. All right, so the 10 is good enough. I have to decide, do I want to intensive? And I think I do, because I'm probably going to die if I don't. Wait, I'm firing IFE. I don't think I can intensive when I IFE. I don't think I can intensive fire when I IFE. Intensive fire. It doesn't say anything under that. So let's look at IFE. Sustained fire, not intensifier. So I can use sustained fire, not intensifier, which obviously makes sense. I'm firing on the IFE table, so that means I'm going to have a penalty. My breakdown is going to be lowered by 2. I'm going to be firing an area fire, which means I'm going to be on the 4 table. But will give me a second chance to take it. I'm going to have to do it because, like I said, otherwise I'm going to be attacked. All right, so I just sighted in. I got to do a 4 table attack. 5 on the 4 might be enough. Oh wait, it's a +2. Shit. +2 is a 7, and that's not going to be enough to make it evade. I think I need to be within 1 to make a plane evade. Yeah, 1 greater the kill number. He has to break off and evade. Missed it by 1. All right, so I missed. That is sustained fire. Not that. I want to do... Not that. All right. So let's do the 4 up 2 attack from the Stuka. That's going to miss, but it's going to pin the crew, and then we can do it again. Don't break the machine guns. Now we're going to drop a bomb on the gun. 7 to hit. 7 up 2 is a 9. I'm going to need an 8 to hit. So that's going to be a miss. Let's look at the table. Base 8. We have a +2 for the trench. Brings it down to a 6. Applicable to aerial attack. TM. Nothing on the gun size. Yeah, I missed it. Damn it. I need a 6 or less to hit. Now, for a Stuka, because of the bomb, we use the area target type. We don't use the infantry target type. Or sorry, I have the option of using it, but that would be half the firepower. Well, I mean it's a 200, so that is on the 36. That is an option. Yeah, I'm gonna need a 6 or less. Well, I'm pinning the crew, so I don't know if I'm wasting my shots on the gun or not. I'm gonna do 1 more attack on that gun. See if I can get it. Sighting task check. Again, that's good. 4 up 2. 4 up 2. Now I'm sitting on top of it. Drop a bomb. Okay, that's going to be a hit. Up 2 is going to be a 7 on the ITT. So it's going to be a 200 on the IFT. It's going to be 10. Come on. Gives me a 2 check. Not enough to kill, obviously, but 2 check on the crew. That'll be enough to break the crew. Another plane gone. Now that's enough on that. Let's pin more guys. I still have, I can do subsequent first fire or sustained fire from the other heavy too, by the way, so we're not quite done. Maybe I should focus on these guys here on the ground. Or I could fire on the heavy. Pin the heavy so it's not... He's in AA mode, so it means he'd have to switch, lose a rate of fire to come back down to ground mode to fire at me. Which would be good. Let's do that. Sighting task check. Alright, that's good. Hit him up with 4 firepower. 4 up 2. 4 up 2. Jesus, almost broke my machine guns. Hit him with the bomb. 6 up 2 is an 8. It's going to hit on the 200. We have an 8. That'll be a 3, I think. 4 check. ELR is 4, so that's just going to be a break. And I never did do my sustained fire. Plane number 5 is done. And then we have 2 more. This mortar could be deadly. I think I want to break the mortar. So let's do that. Sighting task check is good. Hit him with 4. Hit him with 8 on the 4 is not enough. And then we'll hit him with a bomb. That's another hit. Okay, well, he did. So that's going to be a 3 on the 200, which is going to get rid of the trench. Kill the unit. Kill the mortar. So these guys are gone. And turn that into a shell hole. So that was good. So 6 is a lucky one. Then we have one more. Well, let's target this guy here. It's not going to work. He's concealed in orchard, so that's going to be a miss. So our planes are done. We can get rid of those. Kaboom, exactly. Yeah, 200, that one worked. 1 out of 7, I guess, is okay. We did break the 2 guns, which again is okay. Now we can put these down. We want to smoke off that. These guys are all going to bounce 1 hex, so we want to get them obscured. And I think these guys here as well. All right, so now they're all going to move 1. So this guy, we're going to go for 5. This guy for 4. This guy 5. And the last one is going for 3. All right, now the last thing I should mention before we get into this is the minefields. You can see how I'm going to work the minefields. Per the scenario card, they have 24 firepower minefields. Hard to play when you're solo because you know where they are. So what I've done is I've given 10 dummies, and you can see what they mean here. If I run into one on a 9 or less, it's a dummy, I'd remove it. 10 or more, it's going to be a 6 firepower attack. So I'm going to have to search or take my chances. And Russians can ignore the mine counters. Obviously, they know where they are, so I'm just going to run through them if they're broken and don't have to worry about them. But Germans will have to be wary, and I have to take my chances if I want to just bull my way through them. All right, so that is all the preamble. Let's get into the game proper. And wind change die roll, we start off with wind change. No change because we only have directions, so nothing. Now, this guy will have a chance to rally. He does not. DMs will come off. Rally phase activities. Do I want to break anything down? I do have 4 half squads, which I'm going to use basically to search for mines. I don't think I want to break anything else down. I do have a lot of squads, though. No, I don't think I want to. All right, so let's get into the movement phase, and we'll just jump right into it. All right. 246. The mortar's gone. Let me look at the mortar OB card. Now, they only had the 1 mortar, which is good. There is a hip 76 long artillery piece there that they have hidden somewhere on the right board. They got a 45 long hip somewhere on the left board. And we've taken care of the HMG. That is a broken squad. So we don't know what's in the pillbox. Probably a medium. And but the important thing is the mortar's gone, which can reach out and tag us. So we really got to watch out for this 45. And of course they have 2 4.58s sitting forward with an ATR each. And again, the 37 has been broken. So all right. Let's start with this guy here. We're going to CX. Come here for 1, 2, 3. This is a very tempting target. Rate of fire 3. I could also wait. It is a down 2 shot, but I could also wait until my defending fire phase and then get some more shots. If I drop concealment from this guy, then this guy would lose his conceal. So at least I know what I'm getting into from a Russian perspective, which I think is advisable, even if he doesn't have a chance to fire. That's 3. 4, bypass 5, 6. I do have a tendency of firing too frequently, too quickly, Dave says. Sometimes it's best to hold my shots. It is a rate of fire 345 on the 4 table. But, again, I can always wait for a better shot or, again, the defensive fire phase when I have more targets. You're going to CX as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The heavy would have been really nice to have, but again, alas. I do have the medium here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Long range would be a 2 down 2. I may as well take that shot. 2 down 2. No point letting him just walk in free. 2 down 2. There we go. 3 on the 2 is a 1 check. He's good. Snipers, I forgot to put them in. We're looking at 4 and 3. So that will be a Russian sniper. We are at 2 already. Okay, that's good. The mist comes in turn 3, 4, and 5. 1 for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have a pick of choices. Let's pin the guy with the LMG. And no rate on the medium. You guys are going to come in here for 2 and then 4. You're behind the orchard. These are orchards, not half sparse orchards, so they'll be in season, which means I can't see that guy, so they're fine. Let's send in a half squad. You're charging. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I may as well just use it, right? CX 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. We'll assault move our mortars into the orchard. Six this guy here. Let's go 1, 4, 5.5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. CXing 1, 6. Yeah, we're just gonna move. That'll be 4, 5.5, 7. That'll be a +1. -1 would cancel. It would be 2 hexes. Sorry, 2 firepower with a flat rate. 2 flat. Again, I got the 45. I could do that. I probably would hit the hill here, though. This is a hill. I have to say the Stukas were much more effective this time around than previously. So that's fine. You're gonna go CXing down the road. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you guys are going to come into the orchard here. CXing 1, 2, bypass 3, 4, bypass 5, 6. Man, that is... I could move everybody. 1, 2, bypass 3, 4, 5, 6 into there. No, I'm not going to do that. I got to stop moving in a stack. We're going to move this guy here for 1, CXing. 2, bypass 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy's going to go 1, 2. Now I think I have to fire this. That would be a 6 to hit, I think. 6 to hit. Hit rate on the 4 table. Nothing. My game just crashed. Oh, I think we're good. All right, I'm playing 6.7.2 beta 3, so I think I just had a crash. That was a bit weird. Didn't like whatever I just tried to do there, so let's not do what I just tried to do there. That was 2, bypass 3, 4, and then 5, 6 into there. Let's go to defending fire. We still had rates, so let's bring that back to I guess our pinned unit. No, the 468, that's not pinned. This guy here. That is a hit with rate. And on the 4, we have that. So it's going to be, I think that's a 1. 2 check. Break. Swing fire left. That is a critical. 5 on the 8 is going to be a 2 check. That is a ELR. Nice, nice. Keep it going. Sniper. We missed 2 snipers. So this is 1, this is 2. And then we still have rate, so let's go to the half squad. And that'll be a hit, but last shot. Or, sorry, full squad. And on the 4 table, we have that, so nothing. That was some pretty good shooting. Made up for not having anything else to shoot at. Long range, we'd have a 2 up 1. Too much smoke in the way. Everything here is obscured. So that's going to be it for defending fire. Advancing fire, I was supposed to be able to shoot something, but that obviously didn't pan out. And now you guys will not have a target. 6, 7, 8. Concealed and long range and moving, so that's not going to work. Road phase. Alright, so you're going to slide back. You guys will have to low crawl 1 hex. And your destination is going to be T2. No, you're not broken, so you don't have to do shit. Advancing fire. Advance phase. Everybody will come forward 1. This smoke should have actually been changed to a dispersed in my prep fire because it came down in the pre-game. So I don't think that would have changed anything. Still is a lot of smoke to come through, so I think that's fine. Let's bring these guys actually a little closer. And then we'll be into turn 1 for the Russian. All right, wind change. We have 7-0. We have self rally. Yep. And we have a crew. Yep. Good thing we got rid of the mortar. That would have tracked that guy. Nothing for the Germans that they can do. This will come off. And go to prep. Start with this guy here. We have acquisition. Let's use it. That's a hit. 6 on the 4 is an NMC. Rate hit. That is a 2. 4 on the 4 is a 1 actually. My bad. 7 up 4 is just a break. Lethal with the rate of fire. Alright, we're going to start bringing fire to bear on this guy here. We can't acquire, so we'll just leave it there for now. And it's going to be a +3, which means it's going to be a 3 or less. Yeah, 3 or less to hit. Do I fire area and then fire on the 2 table? It would be a 4 less to hit on the 2 table or a 3 or less on the 4. Let's go 3 or less. We have high rate, so that's a miss. Get rid of that. We don't need it anymore. You're done. We have a heavy here. Now we could fire at the DM'd guy, which I think we're going to do. Keep him DM'd. Except we clipped a tree. Shit. Alright, well, we didn't break it, so that's good. The medium will do that, though. Because the smoke's going to get in the way, orchards get in the way. It's not going to make much sense, so we're just going to do a 2 up 1. That'll be enough to DM. And then Hey, Exy. How's your afternoon panning out? You guys got more Civil War action going on today? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, six here. Would be a 4, would be have to be a 2 up 1. 2 up 2. You're going to keep it concealed for now. No point dropping it just yet. You're going to get whacked. Simple rules play tonight? Nice. I'm going to try and catch that. Yeah, the Stukas actually did quite well, their stew today. So I managed to kill off a mortar, and I got a shell hole. I managed to pin and break 2 crews, so they weren't able to shoot. This guy actually is back in the ground roll. I forgot to do that. And this guy here is going to go into the ground roll too, so that's what they're doing their prep fire. But yeah, the Stuka fairly, well, let's say 50-50, I think, for success. Not too bad. A lot better than when I did it live, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm not going to fire anything else. We're going to stay concealed. Now, movement-wise, there is no reason to move just yet. Everything's going to stay where it is. The gun will stay hip. That's a little surprise when they crest the hill. Yeah, until that smoke clears, there's no point doing anything. Defending fire. These guys will assemble their mortars. You guys are going to try and take care of that AT gun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Squads are just being ranged, so it's going to be on the... Oh, wait. It's supposed to be 1 heavy and 1 medium in each group. So it'll be 20 firepower. That'll be on the 16 table because of long range. 16 plus 1 because it's emplaced. 16 up 1. 6 on the 16 should be at least a 2. 2 check. Yeah, well, rip run. Now it's time to run. No rate. You here. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4 for this orchard. Half firepower would be on the 8 table with a plus 2, which I may as well do, I guess. All right, so we're going to fire at that concealed guy here. 11 hexes away. 1, 2, 3, 4 for the out-of-season orchard. Half firepower will be on the 8 table. Yeah, 8 up 2. 8 on the 8's an NMC. And they are fine. Rate on the weapons. Let's go 12 up 2. And nothing. Gonna have to drop conceal. Let's do a fire group. 1, 2, 3. All gonna be long range. It's gonna be 8, 12 plus 2, 3 for being CX. 12 up 3. And that'll be that. Advancing fire, none, route phase. Let's run into the woods. My friend over here is no longer in normal range. So you actually don't have to run. You could stay where you are. You could stay where you are. That way you don't have to gain any extra ground. And yeah, you're just going to stay in the open. You're fine. No point running away. That's good. Russian advance. Again, I don't think there's any need to pull back just yet. I will jump in a shell hole because they do give me some TM. You're in a bit of a blind hex here. Poorly thought out, admittedly. So you're going to jump onto this, help that guy out. I'm going to put this guy over here, the LMG. Those guys are going to switch positions. So basically, the concealed guy went there, this guy came here. A little shell game. And turn to one more, and then we got the mist in play. Wind change, no wind. We need a self-rally on this guy here. Nope. This can come off. As well. Rally that Russian. Should be it. And prep fire. All right, let's get some mortars going. These guys come off. And let's get some smoke. Smoke them if you got them. This guy here. We're going to drop it on the HMG. So I don't get acquisition, but I'm going to use it to see for line of sight purposes. Oh wait, this is going to crash, isn't it? I think there might be a bug with beta 3. Yeah, alright, so I need smoke, elite ammunition, so that is good enough. I think we have a 9. There's something wrong with the acquisition. Putting an acquisition on a counter, there's a bug in beta 3. If anybody's a vassal guy, there's a bug with beta 3. When you put an acquisition on, it messes up the counter when you use the keyboard shortcut. cannot select the mortar. Yeah, I can't select the mortar once you make the keyboard shortcut. That's a bit of a bug, by the way. So if I go like this and I go Control E to make a counter. Oh, it works now, but it didn't work on this one here. Why is it not working? Oh, it's the linking. I think it may be the linking that doesn't like. Yeah, we got a bug. Bug in the there's a bug in the matrix. All right, let's get rid of those ones. I don't want to use those ones anymore. And we'll throw in 2 fresh 82s or 81s. And I'm not going to mess with them anymore. All right, we had smoke. Dropped down on this guy here. We still had smoke. We don't have rate, however. This guy is done for shooting. Let's put smoke from this guy on the pillbox. He has rate, and we got smoke on you. And then we're going to put some on the guy at the end. That'll be last shot. We got a lot of smoke. Great. And he's done as well. All right, so now we can go to... I think I want to go to move. You guys do have to suppress this crew, so I'm going to have to fire on that guy. .13 hex range, so the medium will be long range, squads won't fire, so it's going to be on the 8 table with a +1. Be enough to DM. 1, 2, 3. Half firepower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So again, it'll be on the 8 table with a +2. 8 table up 2 onto, actually up 1 onto here. 8 table up 1. That sucks. And we'll go to move. Get rid of that. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. You're going to go 1. 2, grenade. No, you're not. This guy here is going to go 1, 2, and we're going to try to throw smoke into Z4. We don't get that. That's 4. Then we're going to come into Z5 for 5. No, Z4. Z4 for 5. Why would I come into Z5? This guy's going to drop, and we're going to do a 4 down 2 shot. Cowers, so it's going to be a 2 down 2, 6 on the 2 is a pinning. Leader squad, really? And a 1 residual. So you're good for there. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Would not be able to make it here, would be dead. You're final fired, so I think I'm good. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. You're going to clip the trees. You would be firing with a +4 outside the pillbox because of the smoke, and then you'd be at a +4, 5 for the orchard, down 1. So +4 on the 4. You would be at a +5, 5, 6, +4, down 1. So we +3 on the 6. On the 8, +6 on the 8. So I don't think you're going to fire. This guy can't see. That's good there. You here. Going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'll have to take that shot. Yeah, I don't hit the hill. All right, so that's a 4 down 2. 6 on the 4 is a pinning, and they are fine. 2 residual there, which means this guy can go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you guys have to use this wood as cover. So let's start with this guy here. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Four. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't fire. I could fire this guy, but that would be a half squad. Would I waste it on that? No. This guy here is going to go 1, bypass 2, 3, 4. You, my friend, are going to have to risk it. They're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy will take a shot. It's going to be a 2 down, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we get a blind hex, a blind hex. I think that's a blind hex. Let's do the shot here. 2 down, 2. That's going to be, I think, K1. It's fine. 1 residual. First fired. And then this guy can CX. We'll go 1, bypass 2, 3, bypass 4, 5, 6, 7. Eight. Alrighty, that took a while. Defending fires. Do we have any left? No, no. Just the guys in the smoke. Again, +4 out of the smoke is just not going to work, so I'm not going to bother. Advancing fire. 1 up 1. It's kind of funny. 2, 4, 6, 6 flat. Alrighty. And then we're going to do a 2 flat. 5 on the 2 is an NMC, and they are fine. They would have gone 1 more, actually. Alright, rogue phase. Well, nothing broke, which is freaking amazing. We got 1 pin leader out of that assault, which is freaking amazing. Russians are going to be hurting. So let's come into this location here up on the hill. You guys are going to come up on the hill. Get under the shell hole. Yeah, alrighty. No close combat. Turn 2. Mist is coming. Wind change. Nothing yet. And we have rallies to do. This guy here. Nope. I think it's time for him to run. Germans can't rally. And then we do Russian prep fire. Right, so you got choices. Let's go up top of the hill and we'll do a 4 up 1. 5 on the 4 is a 1 check. Break. You're going to do adjacent 8 up 1. That's sucks. You're going to have to fire here. It's going to be a 2 up 1. Do I jump out of the smoke? Do I jump out of the smoke? Well, let's do this guy here. We're going to fire at this guy. It's going to be on the 4 table. Nope, I'm not going to use the LMG. It'd just be a 2 flat. 5 on the 2 is an NMC, and they are fine. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8 up, 4. 8 up, 4. Actually, 8 up, 3 because of leader. Yeah, we'll do that. We're going to do an 8 up, 4, 8 up, 3, excuse me, into this guy. No joy. And you are going to do an 8, wrong, a 6 up, 4 to the same guy, 8 up, 4. And the same result. All right, well, shit. All right, so movement again. I think I'm just going to stay in place. I'll wait for them to hit the minefield, and then maybe I'll start adjusting. Leader, I don't think moving him is going to do anything right now. Except expose him to fire. You're going to advance back to here. You're going to advance back to there. The leader's going to have to move, so maybe I will move him. Yeah, let's just advance to here. I could take a 2 down 1 shot. Yeah, alright, well. Alright, enough of that. Let's go to defending fire. Alright, mortars. Do we have a target? We do have this guy here. Let's fire this guy. That's going to be a miss. And the other guy will be a miss as well. The 9-2 is going to fire that same location. Looking at 16 range, so the medium will be halved. It's going to be on the 8 table, flat. Four on the 8 is going to be a 3 check, 2 check. And he is fine. Rate, let's go again. Sniper. We got a 1, that hurts. 6 for 2. Alright, so one of these is going to be probably a half squad. Top down. This guy is a halves. And they are DM'd. Eight on the 8s and NMC, and that breaks them. All right. Other shooting, let's go a 4 half to be on the 2 table up 2. Here we're going to do a 7, this would be an 8, 8 up 1. And on the 12, that'll be 14. This guy will bring it up on the 16, 16 up 1. Come on. 12 and the 16, not even a penny. And then we'll do a 2 up, a 2 flat. 5 on the 2 is AMC. Alright. Okay, enough of that. Advancing fire. Only the leader moved. Route phase. Prep. Residual. Def. You're fine where you are. You can see this guy here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I move 1 hex closer, I can move into the pillbox hex. And then I can advance the guy out of the pillbox hex so that he can rally that guy in the next rally phase. We're doing an advanced phase now. He's coming there. You guys are going to come back to here. You guys will come back to there. And that's that. All right, missed as an effect. Still not at the minefield yet. Wind change. We have still no wind. Let's do a self-rally on this guy in the open. He needs a 7. Lose that. Probably should have done the guy in the trench, but he was DM'd. This guy here, I did not fire at him. Why didn't I fire at him? Oh well. Well, I guess it didn't matter. This guy here. Smoke goes down. Let's do another round of smoke, I think. We want to keep that area suppressed, so let's start with this guy. On the pillbox. That is smoke, but it's going to be his last one. He's out of smoke. The guy beside him to the 50 beside, or heavy beside him. He does not have any smoke. So he's going to fire HE instead, and it's going to be on that position. So this guy... Fuck, I did it again. I linked him. Linking does not work. Shit. Linking does not work in beta 3. Just gonna make a quick bug report to Game Squad. If it's not already in. Huh, okay. Alright, might be an extension thing. Alright, I have to fix that later. Anyway, let's do a 5 or less to hit. No rate and no hit. So preps are down. And then you guys here. 1, 2, 3 for that orchard, 4 for this orchard, down 2 would be a +2 on the 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So yeah, it'd be a 16 up 2 into here. $10 on the 16 is a 1 check. NMC. That'll work. Half squad. Rate of fire. Let's do it on this guy here. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5. +5 down 2 is a +3 on the 12. It's going to be a 9 on the 12 is a NMC. And those guys are fine. And rate of fire. That'll be a pinning task check. They're fine. And rate of fire. That'll be miss, rate of fire, and a NMC. PTC. All right, not too bad. A lot of rates of fire, but unfortunately I did not hit. You guys are going to move. Everything here is going to move. I do have to kill this guy here. So you guys are up to bat. Let's go with a 6 up 1 because I'm CX'd. 8 on the 6 is a pinning. Sniper. Sniper has been sleeping all game. All right, I gotta go to move. Dangerous territory, but I have to go to move. It's turn 3, and I'm... Oh, I haven't even been counting the mist. I have not been counting the mist. Shit. Low visibility is in effect. This guy rolled a 12, so it wouldn't have mattered. That was an 8 he rolled. No, I rolled an 8 with a +2 was a 10. Was that a 10 on the 16? Was an NMC. Would have been a +2, would have been a PTC. This guy never would have broke. Shit. This guy never would have broke. He's going to be pinned, but he's not going to be broke. I completely forgot about the mist. Which means I'm now going to have to fire you. Alright, so you're going to fire at this guy here. That's going to be +2 for mist, 3 for the orchard, down 1 for the leader is a +2 on the 16. Okay, well, that'll do a good number. K3. Well, okay. Now he's broke. Now I have rate. Now I'm going to fire the machine guns on the 7-0. Which will be a +3 for mist, 4 for the orchard, 5 for the woods, -1 will be a +4, and it's going to be on the 8 table. +4 on the 8 table. That is a miss, no rates. Alright, now I can go to move. Okay, I think I resurrected that fiasco. Can you search when you CX? Yeah, it's just a +1 to your search die roll, is it not? Yeah, +1 for searching. Okay, so, but you can't declare a late CX, I think, right? No, you can. Okay, where did I read that? So I can't do that. All right, so this guy here is going to go CX. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do a search. With a +1 is a 4, so I'm going to search these 2 hexes here. So I need to roll a 9 or less. So the first guy on B8. B8's a dummy. And B9. B9's a dummy. And I become TI for my search endeavor. Alright, you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to go CX. You're going to go 1. I never know as a defender. Like I said, I tend to overshoot. Would I shoot a half squad? I know what I'm going to do with this half squad. I'm going to put him in the woods, right? Would I shoot this guy and try and stop that guy from happening, knowing that all this still has to move? It's the question, right? It's going to be a 4 down 1 shot because of the mists. But then I'm going to handcuff myself because all this is going to have to move. And my fire that would normally shoot is going to be shrouded in smoke, and added to that is now going to be mist. Don't shoot, eh? It's the half squad question, right? Do you waste firepower on a half squad, knowing what they're gonna do? I've got a full squad here, a full squad here. This guy's broken, so he's not moving, and I got another half squad here. Three half squads and two full squads still to move. So I think you're right. That probably makes sense. Three. Firing out of the smoke would be a +6. Mist would be a +7. So you're effectively blinded because of this mist and smoke. You have a +3 for smoke. You'd be a 4 for the mist for anything that's within 6 hexes. That'll be for 5, and then you're going to spend one turn, or one moving point, searching. +1 6, so you can't search any hexes. That sucks. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could do a search. No, 1, 2, 3. I could try encirclement fire. There's a thin sliver of line of sight where this guy's able to fire. Like, he can see CC4, so I got to be cognizant of that. You are going to go 1. You're going to clip the tree. I want to fire the heavy, but I'm afraid of hitting the tree. He would be +3 out of the smoke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. +2 for the mist would be +5. He does have a -1 leader, so it would be +4. And it would be a -2, so it would be a net +2 on the 8. On the 8 +2, but I have a chance of hitting the tree. No, I'll let him go. 2. 3. Goddamn orchards. So going from shell hole to shell hole, this would be 2, this would be 4. So we're going to have to do that. We're going to go 2. That I'm going to take a shot at with the heavy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's going to be 8 firepower. We're going to be +3 for smoke. We're going to be 2 for mist is a +5. With a -3 would be a net +2. On the 8. 8 up 2. NMC. Shell hole. Shit. Shell hole will cancel out the non-assault. And moving and open will be gone. Shit. That means it's going to be a +5. +4. +4 on the 8, which means that's going to miss. And no rate. Reduction would be a... Well, that would be a 4 residual still. That would be 4 into there. Now I'm going to have to shoot. It's going to be a 4 + 1. 2 for the mist. 4 up 2. Cower. Really? All right, well. Cower. So this would be 2. That would be 1 residual in that location. You're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bloody hell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't even fire the LMG because it would be a waste of firepower. Damn you, IIFT. So that would be 2 plus 2 for the mist, -2 for non-assault, moving and open. So it would be a 2 flat shot if I move into the open there. If I move into DD5, I risk FPF, but it is an 8 morale unit. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh man, I need a beer. All right. I'm just debating, do I go into DD5 and force him to FPF? One, 2, that's 2 right there. I could go 4 into the shell hole. Let's do that. Play it safe. Let's not be crazy. This guy here will CX. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. And you're going to come up here. Yeah, alright, so that's enough of that. Defending fire. Don't really have, again, just... I could fire this guy now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would be on the 6th column. Plus 3, plus 4. 6 up 4. Onto that half squad. 6 up 4. Break the LMG. It's my kind of luck. Gun shy. This is not worthwhile firing outside of the smoke. I can't even see anything. I think I'm blind. And then advancing fire. Let's get some encirclement. So this will be a 1 up, 1 flat. 5 on the 1 is a PTC. And then a 1 flat should encircle the poor bastard. So when I hit him with this, which will be a 2 up 1, and then this 2 up 1, nothing. Oh well. And then this 2 up 1. Alas, nothing to be had. Red phase. Alright, so you're gone. No prisoners. No prisoners. And advance. So we'll go get that guy. You guys will start coming up. All right, enough of that. Yeah, so you're still encircled, pins off. And still in close combat. Maybe I should have moved adjacent. I could have jumped on him. That might have helped. 1-to-1. I don't know if I want to do that. I think I want to shoot him down, not close combat. Might be too risky for that. No wind yet. Still have mist in effect. And rallies. So let's fix this. Let's roll this guy here. And can we fix that crew? That would be yes. Pick up the AT. Nope. Rally this guy here. Yep. Prep fire. Oh wait, no wait, that was right. That was a strength 2. Encircled prep fire, eh? Let's go with the 8 up 1 because I'm encircled and the mist is a +2. Coward. 8 on the 6 is a pinning task check. And he's fine. This guy here. I could retreat through the minefields. Remember that I can ignore them. Which might be better. On the other hand, it would be a 4 up 1 shot. And I do have a chance of advancing onto this gun in the next, in the advance phase. So I think I'm going to do that. Let's do a 4 up 1 into that AT gun. Wow. 3 on the 4 is a 2 check. He's fine. Amazing that that happened. You guys here are going to do a 6 up, 6 flat. 1 for the mist. Nothing. And let's do a 4 up 4. Nothing. See if we can save the day for our dude in the street. That's going to be an 8 up, 3 for the smoke, 1 for the mist, -1. So it's going to be 8 up 3 into here. Pinning task check. He's fine. And we had rate. Let's go 6 up 3. No joy. We have to wait for that smoke to go away. This squad will be moving. You're still waiting. And that's about it for that. Let's go to move. The 8-0 is going to go back into the pillbox. 458 will jump into that trench. Defending fire. Mortars ranged in. So let's start with the guy that is already ranged. And smoke and mist. Looking at a lot here. What are we at? 18 hex range, so it's going to be a +3 for mist. 2 for the smoke is a +5, so it's going to be snake eyes. He's acquired once is a 3 or less to hit. Okay, he hit. +2 on this is a 9 on the 8. It's going to be a pinning task check for the A1. And the 458 who is fine again. Now I'm acquired twice, so now I need a 4. There's a seriously delay with the acquisition. There's a bug with the acquisition linking to it. I think I might have an extension problem because I'm using the beta for 6.7.2 version 3. So just let me work with this and get rid of those link acquisition counters. And we'll get back into it. Delay. All right, so let's not link. Remember, not to link. All right, so I've acquired twice. The second shot, As another 3, hit again, and on the 8, up 2. It's going to be a 7 this time as a 1 check on the 8-1. Broken and broken. Those guys are not having a great day. It's enough damage from that guy. This guy here is going to fire on this guy here. So he's going to need a 2 or less to hit. Nope, there's no smoke. So it's going to be a +3, which means a 4 less to hit because of the mist. So he misses. All right, so he's done. Let's bring in the machine guns. 15 hex range. Long range on the medium is going to be on the 8 table. +5, down 2, so +3. Nothing. You're going to fire at that guy in the back here, which will miss the smoke. That's also going to be long range on the 8, +4. Be a pinning task check. He's fine. Rate. So it will be on the 8, up 4. Nothing. Let's go 4 up 1, 4 up 2 because I missed, and 4 up 3 because I'm CX'd, and 8 up 1, pinning task check, pinned, I'm already encircled, and then this guy here is going to be on the 12 table, up 1. 7 on the 12 is a 1 check, and that'll be a 7 up 4, so you're just a break. Alright, so you're done. And then you are going to fire over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Long range will be a 2 up 3. 4. 2 up 4, and that's not worthwhile. That's sniper bait territory. I'm not going to bother. And advancing fire. You will fire down onto the woods. Will be a 2 up 2. 5 on the 2 is an NMC. And you are fine. Row phase. No prisoners, so you're gone. You guys are actually going to fall back into this trench line here. And then this guy's going to come forward and try and pick up the that. In the rally phase. All right, turn 4. Game is half over. Just started breaching the minefield, and game is half over. All right, so wind change. We do not have wind. Self-rally this 8 here. We are good. This guy here needs to rally. DM, no. Fix this LMG. Yes. Prep fire. We have mortars ranged in. Let's do that. Let's pick up the AT gun. come on, man. I can't even pick it up and destroy the damn thing. Alright, well, let's get the mortars ranged in again. And this guy here, we said we needed as 2 before. No, with 4, now we need a 5. That's still a miss. Acquired twice. Next. With the smoke, we need... can't... Oh, wait, that smoke is gone now. This smoke is dispersed. So now we have +3 for miss, 2 acquired, so it's going to need 6 or less to hit. That is a hit only shot on the 8 table. Up 2 is a miss. We're going to get a 8 up 3 shot into here. That is an NMC. Pinned. Rate. Let's go into here. 8. Oh wait, that was... Yeah, it's only machine guns. So that's going to be the same. So it's going to be 8 up. 8 up 3. Break. Heavy, medium. And you guys are going to fire on the heavy. So it's be the same. It's going to be an 8 up 2. 8 up 4, excuse me. No joy. And let's go to this guy here. 4 up 1, 4 up 2. 6 on the 4 is an NMC. 1, 2. Leader breaks. Russian sniper. And German sniper. No. German sniper hasn't done anything this game. This guy here is going to search for mines. You have to move. You have to move. You're moving. Everybody has to move. I have to get up that damn hill. And I'm not breaking anything except for this one guy that's pinned. This damn frickin' crew is going to hold me up. Let's prep him into the woods, so it'll be a 6 up 2. Pinning task check for the crew. Not even that. Yeah, let's go to move. Alright, UCX. So you're gonna go 1. Three. Let's fire. So that'll be a 2 down 1. 3 on the 2 is a 1 check. Break. And 1 residual. You're going to search. Search this sex here. Dummy. You're gonna go 1. The medium is going to fire. +3, 4 for the mist, -2, be +2 on the 8. Okay, so that's a miss. 2 residual. I don't want to fire the heavy yet. I could fire the crew. That would be a 2 down 1. Let's fire 2 down 1 on the crew. Those are pretty good normally. Okay, not that time. That's 1. We'll come up here for 3. And do a search. But before we do that, this guy's gonna fire. Yeah, this guy's gonna fire. So let's do a 6 down 1. Cower, so it's gonna be a 3 on the 4. Should be a 2 check. Broke. And 2 residual. This guy's going to search. Come on, man. I should add a rule, by the way, that adds a +1 per dummy. +1 per dummy, that's been found. Well, you're going to go 1. You're going to throw smoke into G8. That's for 3. Then you're going to enter the woods for 5. This guy's going to fire. It's going to be an 8 up 1. Nine on the 8's of pinning. Leader, squad. We're going to come here for 1. We're going to throw smoke into this hex here for 3, and then we're going to come into this hex here. This guy's going to final fire. So it's going to be a 2 down 1. 2 on the 2, K1. Forcing the issue here. Yeah. Yeah. Axis sniper. Still sleeping. 1 residual. You guys are going to come here for 1, 2, 3. And then into the orchard for this guy here. It's going to do a 6 up. +1, -1. So it's going to be 6 flat. Nothing. You. We're going to CX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Sad but troll. All right, nothing for defending fire because everything is already shot. No rates on anything, so let's go advancing fire. You here are going to fire uphill. It's going to be a 2 up 3. Into the tree is going to be, no, that's too much. Not worthwhile. You're going to be pinned. So there's no point doing that. I should have done a search and cleared that last minefield as well. So I guess I don't have any advancing fire. Route phase. Joymans first. Alright, so we're going to come into here, low crawl 1 hex. You're going to come back into the trees. You're going to low crawl 1 hex. The TI means you can't shoot. You're pinned in TI. Will mist allow interdiction? Does mist allow for interdiction? Does not negate interdiction. All right, so you're gone. Failure to route. And then we go advanced phase. All right, so that crew is going to, or half squad is going to stay there. For the love of Jesus, pick up that damn gun and destroy it. Yeah. That's that. And then close combat, we got the 1. We're in woods, ambush terrain, no modifiers. So we're 5-2 is 2-1 for me. So I need a 6, no 7. Yeah, I need a 7, and then 2-5. He needs 1-4. He needs a 3. So I need a 7. Casualty reduction, and he needs a 3. Alright, so he's dead. It took 4 turns to kill a frickin' gun crew. And we still got a turn and a half of mist as well, so we're not even out of the woods yet. Alright, wind change. TI is off. No wind yet. Rallies. Do we have anything that is broken on the Russian? We do. Fix that. Fix this guy. No. Self-rally that guy. Yeah. For the Germans, we have this guy here. pick up that frickin' thank you. We're going to destroy this, get rid of it now. So that'll be 2 VP. And fix this heavy. All right. Prep fire. Let's do a 4 up 2 into the woods. That was productive. 6 up 2 into the woods. That's very productive. Break that LMG that just fixed the other turn. You're going to fire into these woods here with your 8 up 2. Rate 6 on the 8's a 1 check, so the 8-0. Heat of battle. We'll get to him in a second. The broken guy is dead. The 468 is casualty reduced and ELR'd. And the 248 is fine. All right, heat of battle. He's elite and German. -1, so he's going to be battle hardened. All right, so he's battle hardened. And let's use the rate to continue on the 6 up 2. Nothing. You guys here are going to fire on this guy in the open. It's going to be +3, 4 for the miss on the 8. 8 up 4. 10 on the 8 is going to be nothing, and you're done. And you are going to fire 4 up 2. Nothing. Go to move. This guy here is going to slide under that trench. Defending fire. I think it's time to break down the tubes, although we do still have shots, so maybe not. This guy here, we require twice. With the miss, we'll bring it down to a +1, so that'll be a 7 or less to hit. That hits. On the 8 up 2 is a pinning task check. I guess it's okay to keep him up then. Same with this guy here. That is a hit, rate of fire. Nothing. Hit, rate of fire. Nothing again. Random.org. And that is a miss. Let's use this guy here. It's going to be on the 8 up 3. NMC. Break. Rate of fire on here, 8 up 3. Nothing. And here 8 up 3 in that same location. 8 up 4 because he's only a 9-1. Russian sniper 8 on the 8's and NMC for the 458. He's fine. Sniper is a 1 this time. I moved too close. Wrong sniper. No, I used that. That's fine. That'd be playing too cheesy. 1 for 3 is off board, so it's going to come back here. It's going to go full squad, half squad. Now this guy's a half squad. And they are DM'd once more. Now they're going to run away this time back to here. And we had rates. Let's go again. 8 up 4. Rate on the heavy. 6 up 4. Nothing. Here we're going to go 6 up 3. And let's go 8. 8 up 3 into the heavy. Nothing. All right. Running out of shots. Very difficult for the Germans to make any headway now. Running out of steam, and I don't know if they're going to be able to make it, to be honest. Route phase. Well, advancing fire. I do have this guy here. Let's do a 2 up 3. More or less sniper bait. You'll keep low crawling your ass away. These guys are going to run back to here. Get away from the sniper. And that'll be that. Excuse me, advanced phase. Not even top of the hill. Unreal. I've got 2 VP and it's turn 5. Wind change. No wind. Rallies. Self rally. This 7 here. This guy here. Self rally would be no. That DM will stay on. This guy will lose his. Rally that leader. Fix that gun. I gotta do the rest of the Germans I forgot about. Fix that. And this guy here. All right, mortars, do your business. We're ranged in. This guy here. You've still got missed, so it's going to be a 7 or less to hit. Break your mortar. The other guy here, you have to keep this guy DM'd. Or do we? No, we can move. Oh, this smoke is now gone. That's great. So now we got a medium. That's going to be full blast in our face. And I got no smoke. So 7 to hit that guy. Hit. Sniper. We have a 9 PTC. That's enough to DM. Let's swing fire to here. That is a miss. Rate of fire. Rate of fire. That is a hit. Rate of fire. No, it's a miss. That's a miss. It's a miss. 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 All right, we're going to do an 8 up, 4 into the pillbox. Six up, 4 into the pillbox. 9, no joy. You have to do the same because we cannot go anywhere. No, you're going to try the heavy. 8 up, 4. 6 up, 4. I'm not going to win this one. There's no way they can do it. There is no way they can do this. Actually, no, wait. That guy was the broken guy. This is on the ground. How do I do this now? How do I climb this hill with a heavy and a medium sitting there in fixed positions with no smoke to cover my way? I put my eggs in one basket, they get shot. I could fire group. That would be an 8 up 3 because of the stupid mist right here. Eight up 3. One check. And they make their checks. Let me go 6 up 3 here. And I missed that. This guy's going to move into here, go TI, and do a search. I'm rolling 5s and 6s. For my my searches. Seven on the 4 is a pinning. Defending fire. 8 up 1. 8 up 2, I should say. Yeah, look at that. 6 on the 8. One check. 1, 2, 3. Pinned. Good. Good. Rate of fire, 6 up 2. Pinning test check. This guy will fire 8 up 1. I'll fire 6. 6 up 2. And then 4 up 2. And then a 2 up 3. And And that is that. Nothing to route. Except for this guy is going to keep running away. Advance phase. I don't know, man. Like, how do we do this? How the hell do we do this? All right, let's do a 4 up 2. 6 up 2. Pinning task check. 1, 2, 3. We'll fire here again, 8 up. Yeah, 8 up 2. And then 4 up 2. Move. This guy will jump into here. Defending fire. Oh, I gotta fix my mortar. Didn't do it. Defending fire. One mortar that has shots. Hit. Dud. Hit. That is a 1 check. Break. Pinned. Miss. You're gonna disassemble? No. You might as well just stay back there and keep shooting. No point doing that. You're gonna fire into the pillbox. Will you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Still long range. 8. Next turn the miss goes away, so that's going to be good. It's still going to be an 8. Up 4. Or I do an 8 up 3 into the 50, the heavy. Let's do an 8 up 3. 6 up 3. Nothing. And the same with this guy here, up 4. 6 on the 6 is a 1 check. Wound die roll. Pinned. And again. Nothing. All right, here. Let's go 6 up 3. Pinning task check, already pinned. You guys are going to fire group onto that trench. That's going to be on the 12 table, up 3. 7 on the 12 is a 1. Sniper. And that's it. Road phase. One, two. You go that way. You're going to make it into the shell hole, then you're going to stop there. You guys don't have to move. You're done. Let's go to... you have no advances, I don't think. No close combat, and we're finally out of the mist. I've got 2 turns, not even on top of the hill. Wrong, 3 moving phases left. 3 moving phases left. Wind change. Still no wind. Fix my mortar. Self-rally this guy here. Fix this guy here. Leader. And a broken MG. And a broken medium. All right. Use a 458, still within 5 hexes, eh? All right, I'll be right back, guys. Just gonna need some water. Be right back. All right, 3 movement phases left to make the summit push. I really hate charging up hills, I gotta be honest. All right, game face on. Game face on. Let's go Mortor. Acquisition 7. No, wait. Let's turn off the mist. We'll path. All of a sudden we can see. Now I need a 9 or less to hit all of a sudden. Reasons. There we go. Sniper. And we have a 1 check on the wounded leader, who is now wounded again. And pin the squad. Sniper. Hit again, last shot. And we get a 5, which is a 2 check on the wounded leader. Heat a fucking battle. Well, we break the squad. See how long that lasts. Heat a battle for the broken guy, and of course, he's a berserk. +2 for Russian, broken +3, and then elite -1, so he's berserk. Task check for the broken guy who passes, so he's berserk. And great. Well, we know what they're doing on their turn 6. Okay. All right, I have to get up this hill. Regardless of the fact they're going to be berserk and charging. This would be a 2-up 1, which would be enough to DM this guy, so he's not going to come back. Or do I just spend a turn firing, wait for these guys to come down, whack them when they're in the open? And then I can worry about cleaning up in the last 2 turns. I need 18 VP. I only have 2, which means I need 16 level 2 level hexes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. If I get this gun, that would be 16 hexes. Without losing anything. If I can get 16 hexes, that would be enough, or those 16 hexes and guns, that would be enough to win in 2 turns. So I think I'm just going to shoot. You're going to fire at this broken guy here. It's going to be a 2-up 1. That'd be enough to DM. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you're still going to be long range on the medium. You're going to be on the 8 up 1. 4 on the 8 is quite cool. That's a 2 check. 2 check for the 8-0. That'll be ELR. And the 458 is fine. Rate of fire. 9 on the 8 is a PTC. He's fine. You guys are going to do the same. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This would be an 8 of 1. Let's go for the Berserk guys. We'll do an 8 of 1. I probably is wasting my shot. 8 of 1. Yeah. NMC. Leader. And the guy. If I just had a 1 check, it would have been something, but it is not. And then we're going to fire these guys. I'm not going to fire the half squad. Just the two full squads. And that's going to give me 8 up 2. And then we'll fire 6 up 3. Nothing. Alright, so let's go to move. This guy here is going to go TI, do a search. You fucking thing. Search. You are shitting me. At this rate, I'm just going to advance into the minefield. Defending fire. Let's do a 4 up 1 into the woods. And we're going to do a 6 up 1 into the woods. 5 on the 4 is a 1 check. Leader. Half squad. Pinned. Broken. Berserk guy with the heavy is going to fire 8 flat, 8 up 1. Not pinning task check, off the DM. And PTC. And of course you're pinned, because why wouldn't you be pinned? And then we'll do a 4 flat onto that guy there. And that'll be that. Advancing fire, none. Route phase, nope. Advance phase. We'll put the half squad up as bait for the Berserk guy. Matter of fact, we're going to come into the tree line here. You have to keep roading. And then we'll go road phase, or rally phase. All right, patience is wearing thin. I will not lie. That's 3 threes in a row now I've rolled for that mortar. 3 threes in a row. All right, prep fire. Let's go 4 up, 4 flat. And we're gonna go 6 up 1. 1 check. Leader, half squad, squad. So this guy's gone. You're a half squad because reasons. You guys are charging. And we're going to do a 4. Let's do 4 flat. Try and... No, we wouldn't kill that guy. Let's do a 4 up 1 here. 7 on the 4 is a pinning. Up the DM. The leader force the leader. Ha! And the 468. Of course you're pinned. And then the charge. So you guys will come down here for 2. You're gonna fire a 4 down 2. That'll work. 1 on the 4 is a 1 KIA. Who gets it? Leader squad. It's about the best thing that's happened since the smoke in turn 1. And 2 residual. You'll enter that location. You'll final. Tripled in half, so it'll be a 2 down 2. So it'll be 5 on the 2, which is an NMC. And you're fine. That worked out actually not too bad. Defending fire. All right, mortar. Switch fire to the pillbox. Hit. Nothing. Hit. Nothing. Hit. Nothing. Nothing. You guys are going to fire up into the pillbox. It's going to be a 6. Halved will be on the 2. 2 up 3. And now that we're in range, we'll be on the 12. Wrong, 16 column. Plus 1. 8 on the 16 will be a 1 check. Broken leader. Wounded again. And the 458 is broken. Alright, so I'm not going to fire at him again. This guy's going to fire at the 458 here in the trench, which will be on the 16 plus 1. 8 will be a 1 check. And that will be a pin. No rate. And then we can do a 6 up 2. 6 on the 6 is a 1. No effect. Sniper. And it looks to be that. Dancing fire, none to be had. Route phase. No, you're pinned. I can't move you. So you come here. You'll finally get to stop running. And advanced phase. All right, so we're in the CC. You can advance into there. Let's pick it up now before I forget. and close combat. 1 to 2, I need a 4. And 2 to 1, I need a 7. I can't even kill a guy. That would be hand to hand, actually, because hand to hand is in existence. So I need a 9. I don't even get that. And 1 to 2, he would need a 6. So we're in actually hand to hand because he's berserk. All right, now we've thinned out a bit of the hilltop. Let's get into the last 2 turns. We need this guy to come back. He refuses to come back. These 2 guys, oh, that guy doesn't want to come back. All right, we might be able to pull this out of the fire. We might be able to. No promises. We might be able to, though. Prep fire. Let's think about this. How are we going to do this now? I cannot see this guy with my mortar. Oh, wait. Did we fix it? No. You're behind the hill. I can't see you. All I can see is this guy here, which I must bring fire to bear, so that's an easy choice. So 7 or less to hit. I went intensive. That's going to miss. This guy's going to fire at that guy that picked up the heavy. It's going to be on the 16 up 1. You suck. You're going to sustain fire. And which one do you break? Medium, heavy. You're going to do the same. That's going to be a flat. So 5 on the 16 is a 3 check. Rate of fire 12. 12 flat is an NMC. 12 flat is a 1 check. 12 flat is a 1 check. Broke. All right, so we still have rate. Everything in the front line is now broken. This guy up here is still a threat, so let's swing fire onto him with a 12 flats. 1, 2. Are we still in range? Yeah, 13, so it's going to be on the A table. 8 flat. 1 check. Okay, everything is broken except for the gun crew and this guy that we can't see. All right, so you're out of shot. Mortar's out of shot. The other guy is out of shot. You have to fire on to this guy here. It's going to be a 6 up 2. You suck. I've got 1 squad that can move. One squad that can move. Everything else is broken. And a half squad pinned by a stupid leader. And this guy's going to whack him with a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Advance. You can get whacked by this guy. I have no choice. I can't even capture the hill. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I would have to advance into close combat CXing. This is assuming I live, of course. I would have to advance into close combat CXing. And I would... 1, 2, 3 hexes I would still have to claim. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 VP. I would need to have 10 more VP in the next turn. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should have moved into this minefield. Drawn fire. That's a mistake. I should have moved into the minefield to drawn fire. That may cost me. Interesting. I'm going to have to brave the minefield. So, what we're going to do is this 8-0 is going to go 1. 2. Bypass the woods for 3. Up the hill for 5. Discover that it is in fact a minefield. Get one of these in the face. Do that. ELR. Interesting. Well, I guess I know what we're doing now. CX. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it doesn't matter where I have fire. Let's do that now. We're going to do a 2 down 2. Fuck. It had to be a 4, eh? 2 on the 2 is a K1. Leader squad. Leader gets the K1. He's wounded. Well, they can't make it, so that's game. So he's out of move. That's 3, 4, and then 5, 6. And that's 5, 6, and that's as far as I can go. I've got 3 VP. I'm going to get this one here when I advance. That'll be 4 VP. This guy here is going to spin his gun. Blast me with 8 plus 1, 2, minus 1. So it's going to be plus 1 on the 8. NMC. I pass, and no rates. So, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Defending fire, none to be had. Advancing fire, I've got this guy here. It's going to be on the 2 table. Plus 1 CX, 2 for the brush, 2 for the trench, plus 4 on the 2. Sniper bait. Road phase. You have to go this way and then into the trench. And you are going... You're low crawling to the 8-1. And advance phase. All right, so we're gonna go into here. That's a dummy. We're gonna come into here. That's a dummy. Come up to there. Oh wait, I gotta do my tack leaving the minefield. Okay, well this guy's dead. And then we do, you'll come this way. Close combat. All right, so 7 and 3. So I need a 7. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I want to talk about a wounded leader. You know what? He's wounded. He didn't have enough move to charge me. He didn't have enough move to charge me. God damn it. He's wounded. He did not have enough move to charge me. He would have been left in the open. Which meant I could have gone around him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go this location after that guy shot, first fired. Okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to back up. All right. This guy never would have been in combat. So the first thing we're going to do, this guy is going to go assault move to here. No, we're not going to go assault move. We're going to use normal movement to go to here. No, wait. I want to use assault move because I can advance into this hex. And then we can do close combat with the pillbox. Yes, I want to use assault move into this location. I have to decide, do I want to do a... You know what we're really going to do? We're going to go back even further. We're going back to the prep fire. This is a mulligan. We are doing a mulligan. All right. Bear with me. I made a complete dunderhead move. We're going to resurrect this, and it may not lead to anything, but we're going to redo the prep fire phase after the fire bases did their thing. We'll give that guy a hair, though. This guy will be dead. That's fine. I don't care. He can die. He's broken. Yeah, he healed and broke. That's fine. This guy never fired. We're going to do the movement phase. This guy never made it into close combat because he's still berserk and he's wounded. All right. This guy is going to go into this location. We're going to roll to see if he's a dummy mine. It is, in fact, a dummy mine. As a matter of fact, I probably should not have used assault move. I should have just gone in. This guy's going to assault move into here. 2 dummy mines cleared. This guy's going to assault move into C7. I still want to wait for this shot. This is tempting to shoot this because I know what this would happen. He would come into here. If I can break it, then I can keep this hex because this is also a long shot. And I still have this guy left to shoot. So I think I'm going to take this shot. That would be a 4 down 1. So unfortunately that didn't work out. That frees up this guy now. I know this is all bullshit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy's going to spin and shoot. It will be an 8 plus 1 for the spin, 2 for the brush, minus 1 for non-assault. So it'll be an 8 up 1 on the IFE. Loses 1 rate of fire, so he will not maintain rate. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, even with the CX, I never would have made it. Oh. I could have gone here and then here, though, with the CX. That's fine. We'll get 3 hexes so far this turn. That'll give us 5 VP. and then we'll be in a better position than being CX. I can always break down the 2 half squads in the rally phase. Yeah, you'll have to forgive me for the mulligan there, guys. I've already lost this one once as a German, so. The beauty of playing solo, you can do whatever you want. Bullshit as it is. So that's it for that. And defending fire phase, this guy can now final on the 468, so it'll be 4 flat. 1 check. Pinned. That sucks. He was going to go into hand-to-hand. Do I want to sustain fire that? I don't think I do. So what we'll do then is go to advancing fire, and we're going to have a 4 up 2 here. 4 on the 1 is going to be an NMC. That would have been interesting. A 2 flat. Yeah, 2 flat on the Berserk guy. And then on the gun crew, we're going to do a 2 plus 2. 7 on the 2 is nothing. All right, and then we go road phase. This is a woulda, shoulda, coulda scenario. I think the Germans would have lost this one if well, they would have. I don't think they would have. They will have lost this scenario. Having redone it like this, they may actually have a chance. Route. We have to move this guy out of the minefield. So let's put him back here doing a mine strike. That's nothing, so he actually lives. Huzzah. You're going to come back this way and then into the trench. No, you'll stay there. You know what's coming. You're going to pull back into that. German advance, we take that. Jump onto this. That'll put us in CC with the pillbox. One to two, I don't like that. So we're going to come up here. And then we'll move our fire base a little closer. They're almost at the point now where they're going to be ineffective. I should probably have moved them towards the hill, but I'm running out of time now to do that. And close combat, we've only got the one here. So it's going to be a 2 to 5. 2 to 5. Is a 1 to 4. However, they're broken. So it's going to be a -2. Hand to hand. So I'm going to use a 5 with a -2. So I got casualty reduction on something in there. So we have a leader and a squad. The leader's casualty reduced, and he's wounded. Would have been better if it was the squad, obviously. And then it is going to be the last Russian movement phase. Pins off. Wind change. Rallies. They must rally. Oh, what do we bring back? I think this guy here. Nope. So this will come off. This will come off. Still have a chance to bring those guys back. Prep fire. Oh wait, let's do the Germans, this guy. And fix my mortar. Hey, finally. Just in time to not have any targets, you bring it back. Isn't that great? Alright, prep fire. So the 37 is going to fire everything into the 248, I think. This guy is not back. Oh, I didn't roll him for rally. He was supposed to be wounded, not fixed. No, we're going to fire everything into this guy here. So it's going to be an 8 plus... an 8 flat. NMC. Leader. Squad. Fuck! No! Wait. You guys are at a +2. That would be a miss. And rate of fire is dropped by 1 because of IFE. So that is unfortunate. You don't get anything, and then it leaves this guy here. Let's do an 8 flat into that 468. That is a 1 check. 1 check is enough to break that guy. No move, defending fire. Let's do a 2. I'm going to keep the gun hip for now until that 248 moves. Oh wait, this berserk guy has to move now, so he's charging up the hill. And the 248, I guess, has to fire at him. So it's going to be a 6 down 2. 5 on the 6 is a 1 check. And that's enough to kill him. Yeah. Alright, so 4 up 2. 6 on the 4 is an NMC. Fine, and a sniper. Nope. Talk about throwing shit at the wall, hoping to stick. These guys here are going to do 6 up 1. Nuts. And I don't think I can do anything. I'm not going to fire at the pillbox. I do not want them going berserk. And all I have is this guy here. So let's fire him. 12 hex range. So it's going to have 4 from the squad, 7 from the heavy. It's going to be on the 8 table up 1. That's enough to DM. And I fired at the wrong guy. Shit. So I'll have to fire at that guy. And we're going to do the same with this guy, except it'll be on the 16 table flat. 8, 16 should be a 2. No, 1. 1 check. And he's fine. No rate. Alright, so that's that. And route phase. You have to go back. I missed this guy here. I supposed to have shot him. Now he's going to come back and rally, and this whole game's going to be for naught. Unless I win the combat and I can do a infiltration, then I can come in and do that. Wait a minute. It's my turn next. Too late. Too late. Yeah, so you're just going to hang out. Actually, no, you're going to come back to here. In the advanced phase. Close combats. Again, I need a 5 with a 5 of the -2. You suck. I can't even kill broken units in a pillbox. Which means I cannot claim that hex. Last turn. Wind change. All right, this 7. Welcome back. This 7 here. Welcome back. Rally that leader. Wouldn't that be funny if he rallied? I'm going to have to break into half squads, which I cannot do. I cannot win this. All my cheating was for naught. One, two, three, 4. Advance. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Advance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Assuming I live, there's no way I can get this. Well, all right. So let's go to prep, and let's see if we can hit that back hex with a mortar. (19 hex range). We should be over the orchard, so we're just gonna need a 7 to hit. That's a hit. Up 2 is a 1 check. Fine. That is a miss. This guy here on this trench beside it. Yes. Needs a 7 to hit. Sniper. Dud round. Hit. We have a 1 check. That is a half squat and a half squat. And again, that is a hit last shot. That is an NMC. 1, 2. That's intensive. And I'm going to go back and intensive this guy as well. Alright, that's going to hit. And dud round. Alright, so those guys are done. This guy here is going to fire onto this location. 16 firepower. Have I gotten any off board? I don't have any off board, no. Oh, I've not got any units off board. I don't have any units to take a hilltop, let alone off board. No, I haven't. I have to get past the hill. And if I'm going to go past the hill, I'm going to be taking hilltop hexes, so. We're going to do a 16 flat into this hex here. 5 on the 16, no rate. 5 on the 16 is a 3 check. Half squad. And I'm going to sustain fire, so it's going to be on the 6 table, flat. Well, they're dead. Guess that's one way to clear a trench. You guys will be firing for 8, so it's going to be on the 8 here. Eight plus 1. 6 on the 8's a 1 check. Fine, and you're going to sustain the heavy, so it's going to be on the 2 of 1. Broke it. All right. So that is all I can shoot. Now we must move and live. This guy was supposed to break into half, but he could not. Could not stomach breaking up with his fellows. How the hell am I going to do this now? We're going to go here for 2. Out of the trench for 2. This guy's going to blast him with an 8. Flat. That's a NMC. 1, 2. And pinned, I should say. I don't know why I'm rolling again. That's pinned. And that's game. And that is game. That's the best I can do. This guy's going to go 1. We're going to get an 8 down 2. Guy's going to be dead. This guy's going to CX. We're going to go 1, 3, 4, 6. This guy's going to join this guy in the hopes that he can help him kill whatever's in the pillbox. Yeah. G frickin' G. Like, oh, Jesus. So let's go to route phase. You gotta run into that shell hole. Advance phase. You guys are jumping on the gun in the slim hope of killing him in CC, but the gun's still there. I can't even destroy the gun, so it's really doesn't really mean much. You guys are gonna fall back to this trench here. And here we now have 5 to 3 and 3 to 5. So it should be 1 to 2 now. Which means I need a 6 down 2. I need an 8 or less. I can still not kill those guys in the pillbox. And we have no ambush. So it's going to be 1 to 1 with a +1 for me. 5. And a 5 down 1. Yeah, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A grand total of 6 VP. That's all she wrote. Much worse than my previous foray. I don't know where it went bad. Running out of smoke early. Not being able to keep that that heavy broken. And this medium suppressed in the pillbox. And this gun crew that just would not fucking die so that I could get past them. I just don't know where it went bad. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Oh well. That'll increase the Russian stats, eh? So now it's 19 German for 14 Russian. Yeah. I think it was a good roll with the minefields. We managed to generate 2 actual minefields, and we only generated, well, the rest were all dummies, so that wasn't too bad. Using this rule that I'm implementing. Yeah, I don't know where it went bad. You have to spend time shooting. Could have been more effective with the fire bases, maybe. Stukas were middling as always. They're not that effective. I did manage to pin the break the cruise from the heavy and the 37, but the 37 is out of line of sight anyway, so this really doesn't matter. If I could have destroyed this, it would have been really good. The best thing that happened out of the Stukas was I got rid of the mortar, turned this trench into a shell hole, and got rid of the mortar with a good strike. But if I could have destroyed this with a bomb, would have made my life a lot easier, I think. Maybe hiding behind a wall of dummy mines inflated the danger level a little bit too much. Made it much more difficult than it had to be. But you're still charging across an open hex into a 4 firepower attack. The fact that I rolled 4 5s and 6s for my searches in a row from stationary half squads. Stationary half squads. I never even moved. And I rolled 5s and 6s for my searches. I mean, that's ridiculous. I should have cleared this whole freaking lane quite easily, or found out where the mines were at any rate. Unreal. But there it is. Look at the red. The enemy stats all red, and they still kicked ass. Look at the red in the friendly. Look at the red in the friendly. Rallies, horrible. IFT, horrible. How do you fight this kind of game? Meanwhile, your stat distribution it's got the bell curve, right? But look at the die. $18.10s on the IFT. $11.12s. I rolled $11.12s. The enemy only rolled 3. Is that why I lost? Because I rolled everything in the red? The mortars were pretty good. Interesting. All right. That's not too bad. 3.5 hours and 40 minutes to babble and play preliminary move twice. Again, apologize, guys. I forgot that I replayed it in December live. So you saw it Vassal and you saw it live. So hopefully you enjoyed it twice. Next weekend, I'm thinking doing a long one. By long, I mean thinking quite long. There's a couple of 10-hour ones that I'm looking at. Dress Rehearsal, Pomeranian Fury, and Showtime, and then Shoot and Scoot. They're all looking about 11 to 10, 14 hours. So I'm going to put that poll up. 2 of them are in the journal. One's a Slaughter Ponry. I can't seem to get away from Slaughter at Ponry these days. And ASL 192, Shoot and Scoot. So I'm going to put those up on the poll. And it might be a long Saturday next weekend. So let me know what you guys think. And we'll look forward to seeing you guys next weekend. Midweek, I'm probably going to do something again, solitaire-wise, to keep the solitaire crowd happy. I know that's not a big for a lot of you guys, but some of you guys like it. And it helps me to test out the rules. As if I'm going to stream, I may as well, if I'm going to play, I may as well stream while I play and test it all out. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Happy Valentine's to you and your spouses. Hopefully you guys can enjoy the rest of your evening with your significant others. And we'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys. Have a good weekend. See you later.